Hey, everybody. Oh, welcome back to 318 Sports. I'm Steve, your host, and I'm looking forward to today. Now, here's the deal. We do everything in under 10 minutes, so we got a lot to get to here. First thing I want to do before we talk hoops, right, because I want to talk about the NBA today, because there's a lot of things looking up there, and we got to see what's happening. But first, I mean, those that follow the NFL, you know, we've got a lot going on in the NFL, a lot of coaching changes, and I'd like to get to those right quick and see what you all think. I'll tell you what I think. You tell me what you think, okay? Joe Brady, the Bills offensive coordinator, is now the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Okay, I can see that one. It's okay. I think they'll be all right. Mike LaFleur, former Rams offensive coordinator, is now the Cardinals head coach. Okay. He's coming from the Rams, so he's coming from a winning franchise. Kevin Stefanski went to the Falcons. He was the Browns head coach. I'm not sure that I agree with that one. It's a tough one because he's a good coach, but the Browns were not exactly a winning franchise. So, yeah, I think maybe an OC position or something like that, DC position before he took on another head coaching job, that would have been good, in my opinion. But what do I know, you know? Jesse Minter went to the Ravens. He was the Chargers defensive coordinator. Well, Chargers didn't have a bad season by any means. So now here's the one I really disagree with. Todd Monken going to the Browns. He was the Ravens offensive coordinator. The Browns need a fix big time because they are not looking at winning records at all, right, in many, many years. So, and I'm not sure Todd Monken coming from a, 8-9 last year? Or 8-9 this season? Or 9-8? I don't remember. It was 8-9 or 9-8. Anyway, not exactly a winning season for the Ravens, and the Browns pick him up. Doesn't instill a lot of confidence that the Browns are looking to turn things around. Like I said, my opinion. Y'all tell me what you think. Clint Kubiak went to the Raiders. Clint was at the Seahawks this year. He was the offensive coordinator. I can see that one. He's a good coach. I think he'll be all right. Jeff Hafley went to the Dolphins. He was the Packers defensive coordinator. That could be a decent move. Not sure, but it could be. John Harbaugh, former Ravens head coach, went to the Giants. John's a great coach. Very winning coach. That could be good for the Giants. And it might have been he just needed a change. I don't know. We'll have to see. Here's another one. Mike McCarthy going to the Steelers. He was the Cowboys head coach. Mike McCarthy is a good coach as well. Robert Saleh went to the Titans. I was wrong about this one. I thought Belichick was going to come out and go to the Titans. He was the 49ers defensive coordinator. Okay. Maybe he can turn Titans around. The Titans need it badly. So we'll have to see what happens there. Now, let's get into basketball. But y'all tell me what you think. And you know, let me know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, it's all good. But that's what I think so far. Okay, so in the Eastern Division of the NBA, the Pistons are sitting on top at 36-12. Then the Knicks at 31-18, Celtics at 31-18, Raptors at 30-21, and the Cavaliers at 30-21. And then the 76ers at 27-21, Heat at 27-24, Magic at 25-23, Bulls at 24-26, and to finish out the top 10, the Hawks at 24-27. Well, under 500, so yeah. I think if anybody's going to have a chance of breaking that top 10, they're really going to have to get to work because number 11 is 22 and 28. That's the Hornets. So, and then you got 18 and 29. I don't think anybody from the Bucks down has a chance to really pull off and get up in this thing unless they really dig in, Pistons, okay, staying on top. Right now, they got a 5-game advantage on the Knicks. Knicks can make that up, and the Knicks are playing good ball. Whether they will or not, that's another story. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And then the Celtics right behind, Celtics and Knicks, both at 31 and 18. And then the Raptors 1 game off at 30 and 21. And the Cavs the same way. So the top 5 are sitting, within 5 games of each other. Have to see what happens there. But I think right now the Pistons have got a pretty good look. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, the Western Division. And here's the big question. Can the Thunder repeat? Well, right now, they're sitting at 39 and 11. With a 780%. Conference, they're 30 and 7. And division, they're 8 and 3. So, yeah, as of right now, they got a 6-game lead on the Spurs, who are sitting at 673 percentage-wise. So, yeah, and 19 and 13 in the conference. So, and then you got the Nuggets at 33 and 17, Rockets at 30 and 17, and the Timberwolves at 31 and 19. So they're all within a 8-game top 5, within an 8-game range. Could still be done. You got the Lakers at number 6, Suns at number 7. Lakers are 29 and 19, Suns are 30 and 20. And then the Warriors at 27-23, Clippers at 23 and 25, and the Trailblazers at 23 and 27. And it drops down to the Mavericks at 19 and 30. So again, the top 10 are pretty well set. Between 10 and 11, you got a 4-game advantage, so that gives you 39, 20. Yeah, so between number 1 and 11, you got a 20-game advantage. I don't think they're going to make that up. So you're looking at the top 10 here in contention for this thing. And the Thunder's sitting in a pretty good position right now, 6-game lead. So, yeah, looking pretty good for them. So, tell me what you guys think. I think the Thunder could repeat, but again, over in the East, right, you've got the Pistons sitting at 36 and 12, so the Thunder have a 3-game advantage on them. And the win-loss, what are they at? Thunder's at 30 and 7, and Pistons are at 23 and 6 in the conference. So, yeah. Interesting standings. So who comes out on top? Can the Trailblazers, say at number 10, make a play for number 5 or 4 and really get into this thing? Yeah. Same over here on the East. The Hawks could easily jump, to number 5 with the wins if the Cavaliers lose a few. So, yeah, I mean, your top 5 could change easily at any point right now. So we'll have to see what happens. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it very much. We got to get out of here. We're at 9:30. So, yeah. We'll talk about more next week after the Super Bowl. It's going to be a great one. Y'all tell me who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. We have a poll over on the community tab. Let me know. All right? I'll see y'all later. We are out.